Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over another deck that topped the subreddit Discord tournament. And that's going to be DDD. Now, this is of course credited to its actual creator, Grandlam. Subreddit Discord commentary tournament. This is a top 4 list, so getting to leave even bigger for you. But I'm probably going to end up going over all 7 of the submitted top 10 lists, or sorry, submitted top 8 lists. Um, the Fiend Pile player never got their list in, which is weird, but I don't super mind. I'll start with this. We were playing for hand traps. I'll just start with that. We're playing 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre. It look, they're fine in this format. I don't hate them, but just I, I it's they're fine against like Predaplant. It's strange. They're okay. It's weird. I wouldn't. They're not. It's nothing to. It's hard to explain. Hand traps aren't very good in this format, but like you're not gonna like lose if you play them. They're nice to have, but they won't win you. They're like hand traps in the current TCG, if that makes sense. One DD Arc, I have never read this card before. Treasure Destroy by a card effect. You can special summon a face-up penned monster from extra. And then a Pendulum Effects, you can target a penned monster your opponent controls and destroy both that monster and this card. This card seems terrible. Maybe it's just a 4. I heard they're playing more 4s. Sure. Evidenced by that, we are also seeing 3 DD Cerberus. Once returning, you can try to DD control, change level to 4, and it gains a bunch of attack points. And then in the monster effect, when it's pendulum summoned from hand, you can target a DD monster other than Cerberus. Oh, sorry. While you control another DD monster other than Cerberus, you can target a continuous spell and add it to your hand. This card is good. I should probably be playing it, although I don't pendulum summon a lot in my DDD builds. 3 Swirl Slime, cool. Of course, you play 3 Swirl Slime. 2 Necro Slime, I can understand this. I prefer 3, but I also don't play DD Dark, and I've never topped a tournament with this deck, so probably right. 2 DD Proud Ogre. I played this card in like Duel Links. You used it to make rank 6s, but this card's normal. You can summon a face of Dark Pen from extra deck. And then when this, you can pay 500 and target a DD monster on the field. It gains 500. I'm pretty sure it's just a scale. 3 Copernicus searches your guy. Dumps the guy from deck. 3 Kepler searches your contract. We got 1 Savant Newton. This card, you can pitch it and then target a Dark D or Dark Contract in the grave, add it to hand. Quite decent. Again, more for the pendulum builds of this deck, and 1 Vice Typhon. Again, banish it from grave, fusion summon a guy. It's interesting. Our builds of DD are very much different. I go Kal Yuga Turbo. I think he's more on like a more control-ish style gameplay with rank 4s. So I play 3 of this, but I understand playing 1 in a build like this. 3 Oblivion King, Abyss, Ragnarok. Cool. It's a cool deck. It's a cool card, I should say. Uh, I play 3, but I don't know why you would play 3 in a non-rank 8 deck. Maybe it's more for the scale than just summoning it. It's also decent spot removal, so I don't blame you for playing this at all. For other monsters, just miscellaneous, you got a Kaiju and you got Pank, just decent cards in general. Obviously, like just having Radiant is cool, but just play Kaiju just in case you match up against like Goki or something. And then Pank is good for just every matchup pretty much. Just like even when you're going first, it's nice to have. 1 Called By, really good card. Just everyone knows why Called By is good. 3 Dark Contract, search any DDD monster from deck, very good. 3 Swamp King. 2 Swamp King. I play 3, but 2 is also fine, especially in a deck that I assume is based more around making rank 4s. And then for the last Dark Contract, 1 Dark Contract with the Witch, searchable Raigeki break every turn, quite good. You play 1 Monster Reborn, 1 for 1, and 2 Pot of Desires. I've never liked Pot of Desires, especially in decks like that aren't like hyper consistent like they were in the TCG, but still decent. For the extra, we're sitting on 3 Oracle King Dark, 3 High Flame King Genghis, and 1 Super Doom King Purple Armageddon for the DDD fusions. Super standard for this. There's nothing super controversial about playing this, but it seems like they're not super going for it. I like Xtrav if you're just going to play three of everything. But yeah. Oh, also we're playing the Vortex plus Absolute combo. I assume this is why they're not on Xtrav and on Desires instead. I never really used this when I played this deck, but they're playing more sevens than I am. They're playing a Newton, so I like that. So I assume that's why they're playing it. And obviously, Oracle King Dark is also a seven. I understand why you play it. One, Kali Yuga. One makes sense in a deck not focused around it. Two, Wave King Caesar. It's another rank four you can make. It's not super defensive, but at the end of the battle phase, just summon a bunch of guys. Uh, it makes sense. Also, if this is sent from field to grave, you can add a Dark Contract and back to hand, which is cool. I assume you just like make this and then you send it to the graveyard. I'd play something like Gravity Controller to do that, but maybe that's too high of a investment on Wave King Caesar. But I like it either way. One Evil Swarm Nightmare, best dark rank 4 in the game. If you're playing a dark deck, you should play this. And then one Tornado Dragon, very very good in this format, arguably better than Redoer in this format. Sorry, not in this format, just in general, just in the no, in this format of Common Charity. Like, Floodgate decks are kind of taking over. So having something like Tornado Dragon to proactively get rid of Floodgates is very good. And then one Codebreaker Virus Swordsman generic rank link to. You usually want to have this in case like Fiendish Chain, you're playing your opponent's on like Fiendish Chain or something. Three Lancia. I'm gonna be honest, this hits Lunalight. This hits Tenyi. This hits Predaplant doesn't actually really care all that much, but it hits two of the three best decks in the format, so it's just good to have. Two more Kaijus makes sense against the Towers matchups. Three Cosmic Cyclone, just for backward removal, makes sense. Dark Hole for Melfi. Three Dim Barrier for Predaplant, and three Royal Decree for most trap decks. If you guys want to see another uh, how should I put this? Another top deck review, a deck that actually had tournament results. Put it in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.